The story of Noah's flood is a tale that has captivated and confounded humanity for centuries. Found in the pages of Genesis, it recounts a catastrophic deluge that reshaped the earth, wiping out all life except for those aboard Noah's Ark. Debate rages on about whether this event was a global inundation or a localized flood. Some see it as a literal historical event, while others interpret it as an allegorical tale. The story has parallels in many ancient cultures, from the Epic of Gilgamesh to Hindu texts suggesting a shared memory of a great flood. Scientific perspectives vary, with some geologists pointing to evidence of massive flooding in the ancient past. Regardless of one's stance, the story of Noah's flood continues to ignite debate about the history of our planet and the nature of truth itself. The controversy surrounding Noah's flood extends beyond the realm of theological debate and spills over into the scientific community. Take, for instance, the case of Mark Armitage, a microscope technician at California State University, Northridge. Armitage, while examining a triceratops horn, made a startling discovery: soft tissue. This discovery, if true, could upend conventional understandings of evolutionary timelines. Soft tissue, such as collagen, is not thought to survive for millions of years. Yet here it was, seemingly preserved within the fossilized horn of a dinosaur. This finding, which challenged the prevailing evolutionary paradigm, put Armitage at odds with some of his colleagues. Shortly after publishing his findings, he was dismissed from his position at CSUN. Whether his dismissal was directly related to his discovery and its implications remains a subject of contention. However, Armitage's case highlights the tensions that can arise when scientific inquiry appears to challenge established narratives, particularly those related to origins and the history of life on Earth. The discovery of collagen and other soft tissues in fossils is not an isolated incident. Numerous reports have surfaced over the years documenting similar findings in a variety of fossilized remains. The presence of these delicate structures challenges the conventional understanding of deep time. Collagen, in particular, is thought to degrade within tens of thousands of years. The discovery of collagen in fossils millions of years old raises questions about dating methods. Could unknown preservation mechanisms be at play? Adding another layer of complexity to the debate are findings of modern animal species in the fossil record. These living fossils, as they are often called, appear virtually unchanged in the fossil record, spanning supposedly millions of years. Their presence challenges the gradual incremental nature of evolutionary change often presented. Take, for example, the coelacanth, a fish thought to have gone extinct alongside the dinosaurs millions of years ago. Imagine the surprise when, in 1938, a living coelacanth was caught off the coast of South Africa. Since then, more coelacanths have been found, living remnants of a lineage thought long gone. The existence of living fossils, coupled with the presence of collagen and other soft tissues in ancient remains, calls into question the vast stretches of time typically assigned to evolutionary processes. Could it be that the history of life on Earth is more compressed than currently believed? These findings, while controversial, warrant further investigation and open dialogue. The dismissal of Mark Armitage from CSUN, regardless of the specific circumstances, raises concerns about the suppression of scientific viewpoints that challenge prevailing paradigms. Science, at its core, is a process of inquiry, a constant quest for knowledge and understanding. This pursuit relies on the free exchange of ideas, the ability to question, challenge, and explore alternative explanations. When dissenting voices are silenced, whether intentionally or unintentionally, the scientific process itself is undermined. Dogma, rather than evidence-based reasoning, risks becoming the driving force behind scientific inquiry. This not only stifles innovation, but also erodes public trust in the scientific community. Open dialogue, even when it involves challenging or uncomfortable ideas, is crucial for the advancement of science. Embracing diverse viewpoints, fostering critical thinking, and encouraging rigorous debate are essential for ensuring that scientific inquiry remains a vibrant and trustworthy endeavor. Over 2,000 years ago, Jesus warned his followers about a time when deception would be rampant, a time when many would be led astray. In Matthew chapter 24, he cautions, "As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man." This passage serves as a reminder of the importance of discernment in an age awash in information. Dr. John Walton, a renowned theologian, states, "Discernment is the ability to see things for what they really are and not for what you want them to be." Just as in the days leading up to the flood, humanity disregarded warnings and persisted in wickedness, so too, Jesus suggests, will there be a time of widespread deception and a rejection of truth. This underscores the importance of seeking truth, even when it challenges conventional wisdom. If true, it means Jesus may return in a time of global disaster. Historically, seeking truth has led to significant societal changes. For instance, the civil rights movement was driven by individuals who sought the truth about equality and justice. In contemporary times, seeking truth can lead to personal growth and societal progress. As philosopher Søren Kierkegaard once said, "Truth is not introduced into the individual from without, but was within him all the time." By seeking truth, we not only align ourselves with a higher moral standard, but also contribute to the betterment of society. Throughout history, the pursuit of truth has been a catalyst for monumental change. The fall of the Berlin Wall and the end of apartheid in South Africa are prime examples of how truth can dismantle oppressive systems. In our interconnected world, the quest for truth is more crucial than ever. It bridges, divides, fosters understanding, and paves the way for a more just and equitable society. As we navigate through an era of information overload, let us remember the words of Jesus and the importance of discernment. By seeking truth, we not only enrich our own lives, but also contribute to the collective well-being of humanity. When considering the dimensions of Noah's Ark, many skeptics argue that it would be impossible to house all the animals. However, if we think outside the box, the Ark's design is surprisingly practical. In fact, the concept even works in Minecraft, a game created by an atheist where players can build and explore their own versions of the Ark. This demonstrates that the Ark's dimensions are not only feasible but also adaptable to various interpretations and applications. The Ark's measurements are detailed in the Bible, described as 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. Modern calculations estimate this to be approximately 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. This massive structure, with 3 decks, provided ample space for housing animals, food storage, and living quarters. Critics often question the logistics of housing 2 of every kind of animal. However, it's important to consider that kind may not correspond to every species we see today, but rather to broader categories. For example, a single pair of canines could represent the entire dog family, from wolves to domestic dogs. This reduces the number of animals significantly and makes the Ark's capacity more plausible. Furthermore, the Ark's design, including its dimensions and construction materials, has been studied by naval engineers. Their analyses showed that the Ark would have been a stable and seaworthy vessel capable of withstanding the turbulent conditions described in the Genesis flood narrative. Ultimately, while the story of Noah's Ark may challenge our modern understanding, it encourages us to think creatively and explore the possibilities. Whether through ancient texts or modern simulations like Minecraft, the Ark remains a symbol of resilience, adaptability, and faith. As we reflect on the enduring enigma of Noah's flood and the Ark, we are reminded of the importance of seeking truth, challenging assumptions, and embracing the unknown. By doing so, we can find meaning and inspiration in even the most ancient of stories. Fun fact, the tectonic plates we have today exist because of the flood, adding another layer of intrigue to this ancient narrative.